Because, I mean, sure, Bodvar was like a thing forever.
Yeah.
And people, I guess I should.
In the early days, Hammer was looked upon more favorably.
Yes.
But from like 2017 to 2018 to now, Hammer not the most representation, even when people are playing Bodvar, except for like Lil Capped. Like we talked about earlier, will probably opt for the sword more. Yeah. Aside from that, a lot of sword players gravitated over to Asuri instead of the Bodvar, or the Koji instead of the Bodvar pick.
And we were seeing the power ranking and placement statistics. Cosolix, obviously, that big win that he had, DreamHack Austin.
Yep.
And then every other placement after that. His power rank's quite up there. HazN, crisp 100, right? like, and he's already
his Brawlhalla wallet has one $100 bill.
Well, it's already more than that, right? And oh my god, HazN already opening up with amazing. He's got some hammer strings that labbed out that work so well. Managed to find that side on the neutral sig.
I'm actually hyped that it's Hammer versus Hammer right now, and the first weapon Cosolix picked up was not a lance.
Well, because that string could have gone the opposite direction very quickly. Stops there, nearly KOs. Cosolix at the side, and there's the ground pound. He found one of those in the previous match against Matt, right? And the Hammer ground pound is just powerful.
Yeah, it has a ton of force on it. That's sort of the trade-off for how slowly it moves, how kind of telegraphed the movement is. It doesn't have a very wide hitbox, but now Cosolix has the lance in his hands. Let's see how HazN is able to deal with that.
Gets hit by the recovery. Weapon spawns, he picks up the hammer. Goes from that stomp, but Cosolix
That's
ready.
Death.
Sidelight Sarah.
You want to talk about high-strength legends coming off of what we just saw?
Yeah.
Like, Scarlet has that to the T, which is why with only a few moves, he was able to even up the damage, get him into kill percent, and get the kill with a side air. It wasn't a signature. It wasn't a recovery. It was just a side air on this very small Miami dome, and he's keeping it going, still with the lead on HazN.
He's doing a really good job with the guns. Oh, nice little downlight. Didn't find anything else off of it. But like, even though Cosolix is doing a lot of damage, HazN's actually finding return hits.
That's a beautiful dare.
That down air. And the recovery just barely hitting Cosolix, just right outside the spacing, was waiting for it so that he could fall down. The side sig slide charged forward. Did not quite connect. And HazN being able to dodge out of the way of Cosolix's side light or side air openings. Cosolix might want to try to find that recovery. Oh, it just barely doesn't kill. HazN.
There it is!
The Toadnado doesn't work out, but you know what? I'm happy about it. I'm very happy.
It just got blown away, man.
I think if he was a little bit higher, it may have dodged the signature from Cosolix, but it was a little bit too easy to punish.
Well, the smoke cloud does kind of reach up. It's not quite what it used to be, but it still does reach up a little bit.
I love that the one time he was going to use it, that was as a recovery option. And now he's just getting bodied. Oh, the down sig didn't connect. The Sarah does. He doesn't have a recovery anymore. I think he just falls. Now he definitely falls. Like, there's no... He gravity cancel slide saves.
And that's a 2-stock. Cosolix hard lost the Hammer versus Hammer matchup.
And then he got a lance.
Yep, and then he got the lance, and it's kind of exactly what you expect from Cosolix, what we've seen from Cosolix over and over.
HazN didn't even want to think about Miami Dome again. He left open some very comfortable stages. And Cosolix picking the most comfy one, the one that we've seen more than any other.
Yes.
I don't even have the statistics for that. I just know.
You know it's the truth.
Mammoth Fortress is the go-to for competitive Brawlhalla. And is where Cosolix is going to take out HazN potentially in game number 2, opening up the Nair. Now HazN starting with that hammer, and we saw an explosive opening bring him from white to orange. He was able to find the stop, but Cosolix now opening up with the same hammer ditto, but this time winning
by quite a lot. He hasn't been touched yet. Almost picks that up. That would have killed. 100%. That might. Is he going to go with the weapon toss? No, he goes with the GC side sig. It seems like he's getting just a little bit cocky, which
but
he
has the room
yet. He has the room to play with. That's a clean stock from Cosolix.
God, Cosolix did it all with hammer.
Yep.
He didn't even pick up the lance until the second stock. He was just kind of like, hold on, let me show you how to finish a stock off with hammer.
That's the first thing he got hit with, by the way, was that unarmed dare.
All right, HazN being able to return with his own stuff. The neutral sig almost hits. The side air comes out. He goes for the ground pound, delayed. Cosolix does not go down. Goes for the recovery. Cosolix fighting him off stage. The side air and the side sig hits Cosolix on the way down. Recovery misses, but puts him in position for the Sair. And now he's trying to follow these neutral airs. Cosolix doesn't go for the Nair. And HazN's just trying to catch him out of the air. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. They're going back and forth. It's like, maybe this is just the HazN special, right? That whole entire concept of like, okay, you beat me up, now I beat you up, and now Cosolix.
But he needs to do that from the beginning, because then he's just behind, and eventually he's going to run out of stocks.
Right. He goes for that neutral sig off the neutral air. Off the neutral light, rather. Trying to find the side. Let's scoop from Cosolix doesn't work in the clash. I love how Cosolix like almost went like, now it's time to kill you with hammer, right? Because he went that chase dodge down there. Oh, he stomps in the wrong direction and HazN.
Oh, picks up the very end of that. There's the side light. Tries to read the jump.
Stops there. We'll do it
Side
again.
air.
I'm waiting for the tornado. Come on. One hit. Finish it. Nope. Side stick comes out. A little too early. Cosolix falls with the side air. The neutral stick completely whiffs. And the haymaker from HazN, is that going to be it? As the guns goes for the weapon toss, gets him out of the stair, and then HazN is incredible. The weapon toss picks it up off the bounce off his opponent, and then jumping stairs. Cosolix, Scarlet has high force, right?
Yep.
Returns to the recovery, but HazN needed that because it was looking like he was at a deficit, by all means. Oh, side light
Nice
into
read on that
delayed
there.
down air because of the dodge in. Cosolix picks up the lance, side air and a neutral light into down light into
Oh,
Sarah.
it's gonna be big
down
damage.
air.
Is he gonna get it off screen?
HazN avoids the recovery, doesn't land for an attack, just runs for his life. The streak continues. Nair to gravity cancel neutral stick. Cosolix now goes for the down stick finisher. Kicks him twice with the side light. But Cosolix has the Nair. He's looking for the Nair. Gravity cancel neutral stick does not hit. Neutral stick missed from HazN, but now.
Oh! What was that? He
neutral
didn't go
stick.
stop Sarah.
Oh,
He
he
stop
just-
him in neutral stick. This man's
He hit the neutral
crazy.
stick himself.
His name's Crazen.
Okay, Cosolix is looking for this neutral stick. Oh, he misses. Oh, there's just a signature.
What is
direction.
going on?
He hits it.
Oh my God! He just took that game.
HazN took the game at a damage deficit. I am.
Cosolix bans out Mammoth, dude.
I love
Straight
it. He's like,
away.
you know what? No, we're going to Miami Dome. But Small Brawlhaven's they're going Small Brawlhaven. They have to be. That game's going to be 45 seconds long.
I wouldn't just don't go. Yeah, I think that's the best
It's
choice.
going to be 45 seconds long. Like, they are just demolishing each other. It was a 0-to-death on the first stock for Cosolix, and he still lost. That's how volatile.
That's what HazN did to Matt.
It's
The
how-
reverse 3-stock.
It's how volatile this matchup is between both these players. Or just HazN in general, right? Glowbox is just a hype. Where did he go? I'm getting nared, burned.
His unarmed. Oh my goodness.
Dude, I'm just happy he used the tornado when it hit. The first one got him killed, but ooh, stop. Pivoted the stop so that he could get the down air since Cosolix towards the top of the stage. Cosolix in kill percent by all means. Sarah connects. Grab catch neutral stick, no
Ooh.
side stick.
That was really close to hitting.
Weapon toss misses. He's putting out so many side sticks and the weapon toss at the down air. Cosolix tosses the weapon down and he waits, but he doesn't find the neutral air. Another neutral air misses. Stop. Sarah, death. HazN solidly in the lead now. And the orange. Cosolix, he picks up a lance, right? It's only one good, like, sidelight Sarah down
Yeah,
there.
that's
string.
That's absolutely the truth. Is it's like, oh, it looks like he's in a huge lead, but not
There's the
necessarily.
side air and
not
then
on
the down
Small
sig.
Brawlhaven. Not against a Scarlet pick, and not against Cosolix's
Oh, the
lance.
neutral stick hits him. He pivoted the neutral stick to read Cosolix's Sarah. Down air connects, and Cosolix puts out the
Ooh.
down signature in the ground pound. Goes a little wide. Can he make it back? Ground
Oh,
pound
he
from
gets
Cosolix.
interrupted by the stage. That
Space just
probably would have
barely
hit.
get the neutral. Down light neutral sig read. Cosolix takes the kill off the top, and it's the same difference with the stocks. At this point, you might as well not even consider damage. It's whoever's hitting the other person first, because it begins. Sidelight into Sarah, sidelight into neutral light, and a
Catches
down
the
light into
dodging,
Sarah.
gets the down light.
Cosolix goes for the down sig. The recovery from HazN does not connect. The neutral sig and down sig passing by each other. Stop. Doesn't lead into anything.
Stop in a neutral light.
Stop, like, it's stacked. The weapon tosses are being exchanged, and Cosolix gets that cider off the side of the stage, and he just wants to get this finisher. Down sig doesn't hit because HazN puts out the neutral air, but the neutral sig
Another
connects.
neutral signature,
Look over for a
man.
second. What he does with the weapon toss stops it. He goes for the side sig that misses the silent Sarah, disarms him, but he's living. Goes for the down sig, goes a little bit high, and HazN doesn't even try to go for the ground pound, picks up blasters. We haven't seen many blaster signatures besides the side sig, and it's usually only when he's getting KO'd. But the weapon toss
he gets away from it.
Oh,
he gets the dodge
the
out.
weapon toss, but he hits the recovery. HazN's still living. This is the longest anybody's ever lived on Small Brawlhaven. And the downer recovery just bounces him off the stage. He's still alive. Finally sent flying to his death. You don't even get to see the arc downwards from that hammer.
No, it's
Sarah.
just straight. Like he was a bullet headed for that blast.
Cosolix has barely taken any damage since that last stock, and now he's continuing
This is
to do
gonna
more.
be tough to come
The
back
neutral sig,
from.
The side
is
sig,
that
is he hit? 0-to-death again.
Oh,
The
he got
down
it!
finisher Cosolix is incredible. Oh my god, I want that to be a best of 5. Why was that
Yeah.
best of 3?
Yeah,
I've never
Look,
seen more.
it was winner's bracket.
Okay, they
So
can
we're
do it
gonna
again.
see more Cosolix. We're gonna